Hi, I'm working on this big passion project that I guess I'm calling Inside But Gay now. I've thought of a lot of other elevator pitches for this thing, and those might be more accurate, but Inside But Gay is way funnier. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some of the things that have inspired me while working on it. As for the story itself, I plan on going more into that in the characters and their arcs and the themes in that other announcement video, but for now, I will tell you the things that I've taken a lot of inspiration from. I started with two of my favorite shows ever, She-Ra and The Owl House, taking inspiration for some of the characters and the character dynamics. Like, one of the earliest notes I have for two of the characters is that they have a similar dynamic to Catra and Scorpia. More recently though, I've taken inspiration from Amphibia, A Silent Voice, Omori, and The Beginner's Guide. Not only is the characters and themes of the story I'm writing taking a lot of inspiration from them, but I also have massive songs planned for a lot of them. It's gonna take a long time for them to come out, like they're gonna be towards the end of the story, but I'm gonna try and make them worth it. There are lots of videos out there of content creators and YouTubers like announcing that they're retiring or taking a mental health break, and in all those they go into their personal lives behind the channel and how the two have affected each other, and I thought it would be cool to show that happening in real time as the story progresses, to show how the main character's personal life affects their art and their channel and vice versa. I thought it sounded really interesting. One of the other big things I was inspired by was analog horror. In a lot of analog horror stories, it feels like the characters don't really matter, that they're just a point of view for us to experience the scary through. Especially with things like the backrooms, where in a lot of them, they're like found footage videos where the character is literally just a camera for us to view the actual focus of the story, which is the backroom, the location. I really like psychological horror, things where it's all inspired by the character and their struggles, so I wanted to include some elements of analog horror where the entire thing is all focused on character. I've had some cool ideas about like taking analog horror tropes, like the whole this video is restricted to police only. If you aren't a cop, don't watch this or dispose of this tape immediately. Taking something like that and twisting it in a way that reveals more about the character. The story of this project is mostly told through YouTube videos the main character makes. I love media analysis and video essays. They've helped me learn about writing and storytelling. The main character's videos are going to be part media analysis, looking at all these stories through the lens of identity, and part music analysis, talking about how they told those stories with their music. I've known I wanted to make this channel for years. The story of this project is very meta. It's all about the person behind the videos, and I felt like showing both the character behind the videos and me, the actual person behind everything, would get really confusing really fast. So I made this channel as a way to talk to you all about the project without completely destroying the fourth wall. That was the original idea, but earlier this year I thought I could start making videos now as I make it. There are a few specific YouTube channels that inspired the videos I want to make on here. First was Starfish Face. She's a webcomic artist and YouTuber. I really like her videos about writing and making webcomics. In her last video, she announced a new project she's working on, a novel about some of her OCs, and she's going to document the development process for it. That's pretty much what I want to do with this channel. I know in one of her videos, I couldn't find which, she talks about making some smaller projects as practice for a bigger project, and I thought I should try doing that for this. I've known for years that I'm not good enough to make what I want to make right now, so I'm thinking of taking some scrapped ideas from the story and turning them into their own smaller stories as practice. Star uses time-lapses of her drawing the characters from her webcomic, Cast Off, as background footage. I wanted to make similar videos talking about this project, but I was worried about using time-lapses of me working on music because you can't see music being written in the same way that you can watch art be drawn. But I thought it couldn't hurt to try for this one. The background footage for this video is me working on a small side project about K-pop Demon Hunters. It's going to be really cool, it's going to take a really long time to make, and even longer to come out. I plan on posting some demos of it here eventually. Second was A_Lillian. It had been a few years since I recorded anything by the time I finally got around to recording that first video for this channel. For a while I was scared that I would never be able to push myself to actually record stuff.
A_Lillian uses a TTS voice in their videos, and I thought about doing the same for mine in this project, but I already have a specific meaning for the TTS voice tied to those analog horror inspirations.
I really relate to a lot of their videos about being queer and neurodivergent and masking. They're super well written and have a lot of really good symbolic imagery that I really like. Now that I'm writing this, I think it could be cool to make videos talking about all the themes and ideas that I plan on exploring in my story and discuss them all with you. I kinda wanna try making videos like theirs at some point. Maybe I'll join the ranks of trans femme VTubers. My character would definitely have a huge blue oversized hoodie. They're super comfortable. Speaking of trans femme VTubers, the third one that inspired me was Bella VRC. She makes videos rambling about trans stuff. I find them very relaxing and relatable. I actually impulse bought a microphone that I plan on using in the future because I loved how Bella sounded in her videos so much. I might make videos rambling about my creative struggles and figuring out my gender and sexuality again. And those are all the inspirations that I wanted to talk about. Thank you very, very much for watching. If any of this sounded cool to you, please subscribe, it means a lot. If you want to share it with anyone you think might like it, that would also mean a lot. Knowing that other people actually care about this really means the world to me. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.